Good morning, everyone. I am Li Haoxi. With my student ID is S4201459. I'm in class BUSN 1100. My presentation is called Using Ways to Think of the Check Evidence and Make Decisions. I will share my own properties about whether Iraq had weapons of mass destructions. Then I will compare it with my group results. I will show how use a step-by-step worksheet method. Talk about its limited with simple ideas and the end with a short reflection. Here is my personal decision. I think there is a 65 chance Iraq has some kind of the WMD. I didn't just average numbers. I give more importance to evidence that show real abilities to make or use these weapons. We can see the point 7. Iraq did research made and prepared to use such weapons that I gave it 75%. Point 5 Iraq start making master Syrian and Vegas again. I give it the 17%. The point that Iraq could make these weapons fast and deliver them, I also give the 70%. Next is the key challenge. The noise is the challenge. 2 points made my number lower. The point for the determinant of the DOE says the evidence wasn't good. I give it the 55%. Point 9, the Air Force says some action were just checking, not delivery vipers. I give it the 50%. The pre-problem is different. Agencies disagree, and we don't have the clear data on how well Iraq could make or deliver these weapons, so it was hard to decide how important each point is. Now I will compare my number with the groups and explain why they are different. The group's overall property is 63.8 and mine is the 65%. We use the same rules to weigh points, but we put some points in different groups and give them different scores. The group care more about the ability to make and the delivery, so they give higher scores to point 1, point 8, and the strong clam in point 9. They give lower scores to point 2 and point 6, and put point 5 in the middle. I was more careful when technical agencies disagree when DOE and the State Department's INR said the evidence was weak. Or when the Air Force says strong warrant for delivery, I lowered my confidence. I also didn't take words like possible or estimated to dismiss too seriously. The small difference comes from how we judge if evidence was trustworthy and how we weight points, not from bad math. Now I will explain how my worksheet gave me one clear numbers. First, I wanted one result to help decide what to do when we are not sure. Then I made a table with simple rules to judge each piece of evidence to the same ways. I turn each column into the number, scores every statement, and give ways to avoid counting the same things twice. I also write down what we don't know or what people argue about, because sometimes not knowing something is common. Following the same rules make it easier to repeat the process. Now let's talk about the limitation and additional evidence. This method has problems. Turning words into numbers can make us lose meaning. The result looks more empty than it really is. The table can force some clear evidence into the wrong groups, which hides important details from weak one's class materials. People understand things based on shared idea and rules, so my way of judge evidence might miss how groups decide if something is truthful. For sometimes we don't have the key facts on purpose, and that makes uncertainty last. So I my own understanding and check if change ways will change the results. Reflections. After getting the worksheet result and the limiting matter a lot, many comes unclear words like possible, so we are not sure what they mean. We also don't have key data on making or delivery WMD. Some points about chain micro and the biological vapor overlap, so we may count the same thing twice. Different agencies disagree. DOE and the IRR says evidence was weak, but the most groups through it was strong. This make me less confident. Strong word about chemical biological vipers may have pushed my certificate higher. If I change the weights, like using the 0.7, 0.2, or 0.1 instead, the result change too. Evidence give out fast, so all the reports might not match what happened later. But the lesson is the first use a clear structure, then admit it, then check if change affect the result and fix it. Last one is my reference. That's all my presentation. Thank you, teacher.